Are you feeling tight and stiff? Do you want to improve your flexibility? Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa, and today we are doing 3 beginner-friendly exercises for better flexibility. Go grab your mats and let's do this. All right, for this first one, let's get started on our backs. I'm gonna show you a couple different options. So the first one, we're gonna work on our hip mobility. Those arms can be by your side, out in cactus arms. Our feet are gonna be about mat distance apart, and just gently let your legs rock to the left and then to the right. You're checking in to see what you're feeling in the front of your hips, into your back, up into your mid back. Do the legs touch the ground? Does it go farther on one side than the other? You're just gonna stay here and practice your breathing. If this feels great, just keep working on this. If you want a little bit more, or it can always be that you work your way up to this one. We can also do this exercise seated. So those feet are mat distance apart. We're staying lifted through your chest and the low back, and we just let those legs fall to the left and then to the right. Same thing, you just kind of check in with your hips, working on those knees, pressing down towards the ground. We get into our mid back, we get into our low back. If it feels really good on one side, you can stay there and hold it, breathing into it. And if you find that the one laying on your back was more comfortable, you can always go back to that one. It's listening to what feels best for your body, and that may be different from time to time, and that's okay. But this hip move is so important with our flexibility. The rotation of those hips moving in and out. And there's a big connection with our pelvic floor with this too. Good, let's do one more time each side. I'm creeping down my mat. Nice. For the next one, let's come up onto our hands and knees. If you happen to have blocks, you can grab those, but you don't need them. We're gonna take our right foot and place that right foot out in front. If you need a little something extra to your knee, you could put a pillow or fold your mat. You could also do this standing as well. We're gonna take our left hand down to the inside of that right foot, and then take your right arm, peel your right arm up to the sky. You could also use the block to put your hand on. You could also take your left hand to your right thigh and peel that chest open. So lots of different options to work your way into. We're gonna take a breath. You can be looking up at the side or down. Exhale, slowly let it go. And then we're gonna straighten out this front thigh. The leg can be all the way straight, it have a little bend in it. We wanna make sure we're not doing what I'm doing here, is rounding through our back, so stay lifted. And we're gonna glide in and out of these two positions. Sometimes our muscles feel like they're really tight, but it's actually our nervous system, and constantly moving in and out can be more helpful. So bend through that front leg, left hand comes to the thigh, the block, the ground, right arm spins open, take a breath. Bring it back down, straighten that front thigh to where it feels comfortable. And again, you can use these blocks here too. Straighten it out. Bend through that front leg. Peel the chest open. This left shin, you can press down into the ground, tuck that hip underneath, so you'll feel it in the hip a little bit more. Glide in and out. We'll go through one more time. Nice job, last one here. We're trying to spin that chest up towards the sky. I like that one because we're getting so many different muscles, our hip, our mid back. And we'll just switch. So take that right leg back and we'll scoot that left leg out in front. We're pressing down into that left foot. Now you can take your right hand to the ground, the block, or up to that left thigh. Peel your chest open. You can look up, down, at the side. We're tucking the right hip underneath. A nice breath here. And keep trying to pull the chest. Gently ease into it. And then we'll straighten out through that front thigh. You can come up, use the blocks, find what works best for you, but we're pulling that left hip back. And you're not overstretching, you're just going till you feel that little bit of a stretch. That's the key when we're doing different nerve glides. is that we're not overstretching the nerves, because when we do that, we can irritate them and make them a little tighter. Good, straighten out. How does this side feel compared to your other side? Can you stay connected with that breath? So two areas that I find often that are very tight in most people, especially if we're sitting a lot during the day, whether it's behind our computers, on our devices, if we're driving, is this area, our trunk, mid-back, and then our hips. And those two areas have such a huge impact on our pelvic floor and our core. So if you're noticing back pain, hip pain, pelvic pain, those leaks, these are two things that you can really work on. And if you're wanting to learn more about that, go ahead and check that description box. I've got lots of resources for you down there. Last time through. Nice job. Good. We'll sweep that leg back for our last one. We're coming down onto our stomachs. So we're gonna get into our chest and we're going to work into that low back. So first, let's take our left arm. You're gonna send your left arm out to the side. That right arm is gonna come out and you're gonna come up onto your fingertips. You're going to take your right leg and lift your right leg up and back behind you. You can let the head rest down, you can keep it up. Now this right foot might touch the ground and it might not. The left arm can be out completely straight, maybe more by your side, or to really get into that pec, the front of your chest, it can come into a cactus arm position. So lots of options. Take a nice, gentle breath in. And then slowly lower back down. We'll switch to the other side. So that right arm completely out straight, cactus arm position. Maybe it's down closer by your side. Left fingertips, we come up onto the tip. Take that left leg, float your left and back behind you. Open it up. You can let that head rest down. Use your breath. You just maybe use those left fingertips to open through the chest a little bit more and you're just checking in. Nice breath in. We're gonna go through and do this one more time on each side. Nice, gentle breath. Great. Bring it back down. And then we'll switch. So left arm out straight, cactus arm by your side, fingertips on the right, lift up and back. And use your breath. We're expanding to the sides, front and back. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Take another nice breath in. And notice, do you feel it pulling more in the front of your chest, your mid back, your low back? And then we'll compare it to the other side. Slowly lower back down. Send that right arm where it feels comfortable. Come up onto those fingertips. Left leg lifts up and back behind. And just come back to your breath. So with any flexibility moves and trying to improve that, it's using multiple muscle groups, multiple joints. Loosening up the hips, loosening up that mid-back. Going to the areas where you get your biggest bang for your buck with those exercises. Nice, take one more breath in here. Nice. Lower everything all the way back down. Walk those hands back down by your side and just sink your hips back. Come into that child's pose, sink those hips back, arms come out in front, nice, gentle breath in. Send the breath down to that low back area. One more here. Nice, and then just gently pull yourself, come up to a comfortable seated position. I'm just noticing left side, right side, how do you feel? Let's take a nice big cleansing breath, lift those arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Consistency is key, especially when it comes to our flexibility. Keep listening to your body, coming back to your breath with these exercises and watch those gains happen. I would love to know down below in the comments which was your favorite exercise. Keep up the good work. Until next time, namaste.